What's going on, guys? It's Gendo here, and I'd like to welcome you back to another edition of my Hexagon series. And today, Benfica will have another daunting task ahead of them, taking on Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League semi-finals. But before we get to that, you know the drill. We must go over how we've been faring in the league and the cup competitions thus far. Taking a look at that league table, Benfica still atop with 71 points through 29 matches. Porto are our nearest rival with 64 in 28. It could potentially be a 4-point gap after they play their match. We can't finish any lower than second place, so we have a Champions League spot all wrapped up for next season. But I'm always gunning for the league title, so might as well continue and try. Now let's take a look at the schedule screen and see how we fared in those matches. Since that double live com of Real Madrid in the quarterfinals, we played in 3 league matches as well as the second leg of our Taça de Portugal semifinal versus Maritimo. Taking a look at the first league match versus Beira-Mar, we defeated them 2-0 away from home. And taking a look at the goal scorers, Romain Costa, the rarely used center back, starting the scoring out in the 5th minute after a headed-in corner kick. Nuno Correa adding to the goal tally, doubling the lead just before halftime. 22 shots, 14 of them on target, majority possession, solid 3 points against a team that has been recently just promoted. We did hit a small skid versus Belenenses as we only came away with 1 point in a 0-0 draw. Souza and Ivan getting booked, but the big takeaway here is Julio being injured for 4 weeks thanks to a twisted knee. And to be quite honest with you, with 20 shots, only 4 of them being on target, we need to do a little better in our finishing, because this was a match that should have been won. By 1 goal or 5, we should have won this match. We should have taken away all 3 points. But in a match that we did take all 3 points away in Olhanense, we should have come away with more than 1 goal. Federico Franco in the 9th minute, getting us off to a great start, but 41 shots and only 9 of them on target. 1, there should have been a lot more shots on target, and 2, we should have had a lot more goals against a team that's sitting in the bottom half of the table. I'm not too pleased with how this team's finishing is gone, and if that's a sign of the future, we may be in for a rough time versus PSG. And then finally, in the second leg of the Taça de Portugal, with that pretty much all wrapped up, after the 4-0 drubbing in the first leg, I decided to give a little squad rotation here and start players that I don't usually play, and in the end we did come away with a 1-0 victory. Emilio Morales, the only goal scorer in the 58th minute, after 26 shots and 10 of them on target. Once again, this is another match that we should have come away with more goals. However, the Maritimo goalkeeper playing out of his mind today. And that pretty much leads us to who we're going to be facing in the finals. The other semifinal was Sporting versus Porto. And we'll go back to the screen here, and it says that we will be facing off against Porto in the Taça de Portugal final, which is also funny because we're going to be facing them in the League Cup final, which takes place in between the 2 semifinal legs versus PSG. So I'm going to be sacrificing the League Cup to try and get us some Champions League glory. I mean, that's pretty much the only way I'm going to go about it here. I need to save all my best players for the PSG match. I couldn't care less about the League Cup at this point in time. So we're going to try and gun for PSG in the semifinal. Now that said, let's get to the match screen. Now PSG are going to be coming out in a 4-5-1 formation. I figured, okay, if they're going to boss the midfield and potentially push players forward, I was questioning on whether to use the 4-3-3 that I used versus Real Madrid or go to the 4-2-3-1 that we've had all season long. And in my mind, I figured we need to have a little bit more defense to balance out the attack. So I'm going to be going with this 4-5-1, this V formation that I've used a few times in the past couple of seasons, whether it was at Toronto or whether it was in the very early days of Benfica. And I feel that this is probably the best time to bring it back. So here's how the team sheet is going to line up. We're going to have Moreira in net. Paul Lau is actually going to be coming in for Peterson, with Paulista, Laerte, and Nene finishing off that back 4. Nuno Correa is going to be sitting in the defensive mid position, with Souza and Rogers sitting above them. Federico Franco a little bit knackered not as fit, but I feel that he would be better as a super sub in this case. Sitting in the wing positions, Hong Sung-ju and Leguiza, with Morales sitting up top. I'm not going to start Ivan or Cesar Augusto just yet because I think Hong Sung-ju would be better suited to be played on that wing to get some crosses in, more than Cesar Augusto, who's better at cutting inside, but I feel that we should just start whipping in crosses from the left using Hong Sung-ju's better crossing ability. So with that said, let's try and get a goal here, maybe two, but the main idea is to prevent PSG from getting any goals. So let's kick off and see what happens. And the first highlight of the day is a corner for PSG. It's a good ball in the box, and it is, right, cleared off the line. And hopefully we won't see too many of those in this match. And Hong Sung-ju now throwing it forward to Morales, as we could hit him on a counter here. Morales playing up the wing. You really should not be out there on the wing, but we do get through. Correa taking a shot, top right corner. What a counter and what a strike. 7 minutes in, Nuno Correa putting Benfica up 1-0. And just only the second highlight this half. 3 minutes of stoppage time in this half. And we get a ball forward, Morales with a shot, but it goes wide left of the post. Very unfortunate. But we are going to be going into the half with a very, very nervy 1-0 lead over PSG. And already 3 of my back line have yellow cards. I'm not too happy about that. Fabio Paulista not playing all that well. I'm, in fact, am going to possibly switch him. Oh, geez, I just realized. I didn't mean to hit opposition, but I see that they are going into a 3-4-3 formation. So with that in mind, I need to make a couple of changes on who to mark. And overview-wise, definitely need to sub out Fabio Paulista, as he's not played very well today. Michael Conceição is going to come in for him. Back to the team talk. Just tell them, give the fans their money's worth. And Michael Conceição is definitely looking stressed. I believe in you. Midfield, definitely believe in you. And people front, I believe in you too. So let's kick off. Second 45. Let's go. And it is interesting to note that another one of PSG's players have gone off injured. It looks like they've used up all their subs, and they're now down to 10 men playing in a 3-3-3 formation. And this is just 10 minutes, actually 9 minutes into the second half. This could definitely work in our favor. Hopefully, we can get a few more goals out of it. And here it is, 20 seconds later after that. PSG with a throw-in, with a highlight, actually. As with all of our players, we should be putting as much pressure on them as possible. But we've got to watch out for any counterattacks like this. Leguiza getting the ball back to Hong Sung-ju, coming up the left wing. Does have options in the box, taking a long shot. Rather ill-advised there. And with them going to that 3-3-3 formation, I feel that it's only right just to start pushing people forward and to get as many goals as possible. So we're going to switch to the 4-2-3-1 here. Who is better at the attacking spot? Either Roger or Souza. I'm actually going to put Roger. Whoops, did not mean to do that. Put you back up there. Roger is going to be sitting in that center mid role. And he'll be more in the attack. Actually, let's see. Is Souza better up there? Actually, it doesn't matter who's better up there. We're just switching to the 4-2-3-1, and we're going to roll with this. Though after switching to the 4-2-3-1, PSG coming forward on an attack with down to 10 men off the crossbar. Moreira was beaten to that near post. I'm really surprised that PSG did not get a goal there, but here we come on the attack. Roger flipping it to Souza, has options in the middle. He lays it off to Hong Sung-ju, and Hong Sung-ju getting himself a goal. It's 2-0 to Benfica against a 10-man PSG. Morales with a bad pass forward. Now PSG looking to get themselves on a counter, still rolling with that 3-3-3 formation, so 3 strikers up front, trying to maximize their attacking potential, and they do get a goal. It is 2-1 as PSG get themselves one back. I'm actually going to make a sub out now, as Emilio Morales has not played very well up top. Ivan is going to be coming in for him, and Federico Franco is going to come in for Roger, sitting up top. So all my subs gone with 24 minutes left to go in this game. Let's see if we can grab another goal. Free kick Franco whipping it in to Nuno Correa, who just weakly heads it on to the goalkeeper. Just need to keep up that pressure. Cannot let PSG do anything like this. And PSG now coming forward with an attack, and that is just a well-wide shot. 7 minutes left to go, plus whatever stoppage time. We do have the ball. Correa laying it off to Hong Sung-ju. Gets past a man. Ivan, man. Ivan just weakly heading it into the goalkeeper, and we have to reset. Palau gives it up to Leguiza coming up the right, but we get it back through the middle. Souza to Franco. Ivan finds Hong Sung-ju, who was onside, but a good save by the PSG keeper. And with 15 minutes left to go in this stoppage time, it looks like we are going to come away with a 2-1 victory at home. It's very unfortunate that we gave away that goal with a 10-men PSG side. Rather unfortunate. We should have gone 2-0 to us going back to Paris, but I'll take the victory. We just need to be very, very careful when we go back to Paris. Definitely a good win, a very good win. It is worth noting that the leading striker for PSG did go out injured, and that was Alan Raboul. We do not know how long he will be out for. He may not even be out for very long. And then Thiago Rodriguez, another one of their players going out injured, playing on the right side. We don't know how long that Raboul will be out for. Hopefully he'll be out. Hopefully he'll be out versus our second leg match. So when we come back, second leg in Paris. Will we advance to the final? Stay tuned. Right, now it's time for the second leg. PSG versus Benfica, just outside of downtown Paris at the Parc des Princes. And this is the lineup that we're going to go with for today. It is a 4-5-1. As you can see, I'm not trying to score a lot of goals. I'm more just trying to prevent any goals scored on us. And with that in mind, this is how it's going to go down. 5-4-1. Moyer in net, Palau, Conceição, Paulista, Laerte, and Nene will be the back line. The mid four of Franco, Roger, Souza, and Hong Sung-ju, with Emilio Morales, the lone striker up top. Not expecting him to do much, maybe just frustrate the back three that PSG is going to have. But all I can say is, with this, I'm hoping to stifle any offense that they commit to. So let's just kick off and see what happens. Just about 9 minutes gone, and we have ourselves our first highlight of the match. It was a goal kick to us, but you wouldn't know it with how fast PSG is coming at it. Good save from Moreira, but things need to change. 14 minutes gone now. PSG with the ball and trying to get stuff happening through the middle and over the top, but we are just stifling them down. Roger, actually Franco, coming in from the outside and gets tackled away off the ball. PSG now coming forth on a counter. Defensively, we need to do something better. Good clearance away, but PSG still with the ball. Still looking for some sort of attack. And then right away, just 15 seconds later, another highlight, and it's to us. Trying to play it out the back. Palau to Roger. Not a lot of space for us to work with. It's just a congested midfield for both sides. And now PSG with the ball. They're coming forth, and they have a well shot wide. PSG with the ball. 20 minutes gone now. And once again, a ball over the top to one of their main strikers, and it goes in, and PSG up 1-0, but 2-2 on aggregate. Franco throw in, 33 minutes gone, the ball cleared away, and I'm very surprised that nobody from our side was able to pick that up. Tackle him! Roger, do something. You're letting the guy go through. Good save from Moreira, though, but you're just letting the offense go through. 3 minutes left in the half is a goal kick for us. Can we do anything with it? Can we come down with it? No, of course we don't, because we don't know how to hold on to the ball, and we don't know how to go after the ball. The ball's sitting 2 feet in front of them, and they don't even bother with the attack. But here we come now. Morales, who is the lone striker, is in the box. He takes a shot and he actually gets it. Benfica won, PSG won. We're back on top. 3-2 on aggregate. And now, if PSG score another time, they're not guaranteed to go through. Okay, this turns the tide after a great run from Morales, but I need to take a look at that defense because the defense has let me down, for lack of a better term. I'm not happy with the defensive side. Midfield, they can do better, and, well, that one goal from Morales definitely helped us out. But I'm going to look into making a change, maybe switch it up to a 4-5-1 and congest that midfield a lot more. Just taking a look, Laerte has not had the best of games, so if anything, his position would be switched. Nuno Correa is going to come in for Laerte, and he's going to sit in that center of the park as we now switch to a 4-5-1. And let's kick off with the second half, where it's 1-1 in the game, but we're leading 3-2. If we can prevent another goal, we are going to advance to the finals. Deep throw in, Nene finds Hong Sung-ju, but Nene gets it back out. Gets it inside to Souza, lays it off to Roger. Oh, I don't know if he tried taking a shot or not, but we do keep the ball. Roger, way out to Hong Sung-ju. Takes a shot, Hong Sung-ju puts us up 2-1 on the day, and 4-2 on aggregate. PSG now need to score 3 goals in the next 35 minutes if they want to see the finals, but right now we're in the driver's seat. Very unlikely spot for us. It's a free kick for us. Franco finds Hong Sung-ju, and Hong Sung-ju makes it 3. It's 3-1 to Benfica after 62 minutes, and we are just continuing to stun the French people here at Parc des Princes. Almost 70 minutes gone, and now I'm going to make another sub as I do not like seeing Paul out with a yellow card plus at a 6.4 rating. He's not doing all that well. Peterson's going to come on for him, and that's going to be all the subs I'm going to make for right now. Let's see how we do for the rest of the match. I'm excited to see if we can get to the finals now. 73 minutes gone, and now PSG had a deep throw in. We did clear it away, but they do have the ball back. This match is not over. It's a good save, but a rebound from Alvear gets PSG back into this match. It is PSG 2, Benfica 3, but we still have a 2-goal advantage. 9 minutes left to go in this match. I'm going to make one more sub. I do not have anybody in particular to sub out. I mean, I only have Romain Costa on the defense. Nobody that can play. Actually, I have 2 left backs I could play, but nobody else through the middle. So Romain Costa is going to have to see the rest of this game out as he's taking the place of Conceição. And let's go. 8 minutes. 8 minutes before we see a final. And time is just ticking away. I'm going to let this go. 2 minutes of stoppage time on the clock. As in the end, the combined 5-4-1/4-5-1 halfway through the game sees us through to a Champions League final. PSG 2, Benfica 3, but a 5-3 advantage on aggregate sees us through. Absolutely pleased for the boys. Getting to the final. Now we need to see who we're going to be facing in the final. Is it going to be Chelsea or is it going to be Barcelona? Well, there it is in writing. Benfica, Barcelona in the Champions League final to take place at Old Trafford. Up there in Manchester, of course, home of Manchester United. But Benfica, Barcelona for all the marbles. Can we do it? I sure hope that we can. We've been achieving above all expectations this season, taking out Real Madrid and now PSG and now Barcelona. Can we make it 3 for 3? I certainly hope so. But until that time comes, I'd like to thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new and you want to see more videos, especially all the new FM16 content that will be coming out in the near future. Comments, suggestions, questions, anything else, please leave in the comment box below. But as always, this is Gendo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and peace out.